Hello dear students, welcome to a digital class. This is Abdur Rafi, assistant teacher Rangpur Zilla school, and I'm with you with a new class on right form of verbs, and this is part 2. So we have already known about different forms of verbs in which the verbs are used for making meaningful messages in our previous class. So let's start with this new class to see what more things determine the forms of the verbs. Okay, so let's look at some examples first. And their restatements are: I played tennis yesterday. He took his driving test 3 times. I went out 3 times last week. So if you look at the tenses, of course past simple, and this is because of this word yesterday, and last week because they convey the complete message about the completed past events, and the other message or other phrase is 3 times. This is repetition, and I mean here repeated past events, so they are in past simple, and the past simple confirm the V2 form of the verb. So there is a note for you, and the structure is here. Let's move on for some more examples. And if you look at the sentences, they are also in past simple, and because of these phrases. So in this connection there is another note for you. So let's move on to see what is waiting for us. I lose my wallet. So this is a sentence without any time indicating word or phrase. So if I ask you which tense will be used for this, you will be confused because there is no time indicating word or phrase. So if I write I have lost my wallet or I lost my wallet, so which one is correct? You will be confused, but I must say both are correct because my focusing point is different from each other. So first one is I am focusing on walletless situation of I. That means I don't have any wallet right now. What happened to the wallet? I lost it earlier, but I am not focusing on. Rather, I am walletless right now. But if I say I lost my wallet, that means I am only focusing on past event. Okay, so a context will make it clear whether the sentence will be written in past simple or present perfect. So let's look at scene 1, where you will find Munif and Fahim are engaged in talking to each other. Munif is asking for a wallet, and Fahim's result is I have lost my wallet. That means Fahim wants to mean that he has no wallet right now, as he has lost it. Okay. Scene 2. It deals with a story about the past where the speaker is telling about only the past incident. Okay, so the result will be, or the sentence will be restated in the way I lost my wallet. So these two contexts, two focusing points confirm the tense of the sentence, and of course they focus the forms of the verb. And the note is context determine the tenses besides time, expression, phrases. So let's move on for another example. This example is also without time, expression, phrase. So this is already written in present perfect and past simple, because the speaker is focusing on the result of buying a bike, and this is enjoying the ownership. And next one gives importance on only the event, past event. So this sentence can be rewritten in another way, and this is he will buy a new bike. He will buy a new bike. It means the sentence is in future simple because the focus is on the instant decision. The speaker did not take any decision about buying a bike earlier. Rather, when he was talking to somebody, eventually he discloses his intention to buy a bike and he says he will buy a new bike. Okay, so there is a note. This is our intention of focusing the points also confirms the forms of verbs. Most often you always search for the word or phrases that help you to confirm the forms of the verbs, but this is not the right way to put the verb in right way or to give the verb its correct form. Rather, it is better to think of our context or intention of focusing the points. So keep this key information while you are doing the right form of verbs. Okay, let's move on. So these are their restatements, and if you look at the restatements, you'll find they are written in present perfect because past experience is linked with present and consequently present perfect is used for focusing on result. The question is how past experience is linked here. If you look at the sentence in number 2, it makes it clear that Harry is outside the London, but the speaker needs some information about London, so he asks somebody to get some information from Harry, and when he says that he has been there a few times, he means that Harry was there, so he knows the information. So the information that Harry gets from his past experience, and now the experience is connected with the present when the speaker needs the information. So past is connected with the present and consequently present perfect is used for focusing on result of knowing the information. Let's move on. So their restatements are, so the sentences are in present perfect. So this is because past events continues till now, that means past is connected with the present. But now look at the special use of preposition here, for and since. What about their time expression, word or phrases? So here is a note. For is followed by the duration of an action. Duration means the length of action, and since is followed by the starting point of action, means since is followed by when the action starts. Next, the restatements. They have spoken to Alex this morning. I have reached Rangpur this week. So the sentences are present perfect because these phrases, because they mean unfinished times events. So unfinished time events means the time here this week or this morning have not finished, and a context will make it clear. So read the context first for second sentence. Suppose I have come to Rangpur on Saturday. Today, Tuesday, I informed Raju of my arrival, and the time expression phrase this week hasn't been over yet. 3 more days, Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday, are to go. So in this situation, it is unfinished times events. Okay, so the note is there for you. Now it's time to say farewell or to say goodbye. Allah Hafiz. Assalamu alaikum, dear students.